Hello, we're the Babysitters Circus, and you're watching Toasted.
Toasted, you little you.
Toasted.
Toasted.
You are.
Look at you.
Hey, you guys are here promoting, well, not even an album. I mean, that's weird, right? You guys have a single, which is a massive hit in Holland right now, and you flew all the way over to promote the single?
Basically, yeah. We follow the fun. So, I mean, it was happening over here. People were loving it. So we thought we'd just come over and see what's going on and talk to a few people, play some music and see if people like the other stuff that we got.
Were you guys actually surprised that this was such a massive hit in Holland?
Absolutely. I mean, we're surprised at most things, really. We make music so that people can have fun. If it does well, it does well. And this song's got some great energy. People picked up on that and, yeah.
How did it actually work? I mean, it sounds like if I was delving into your musical history a little bit. I mean, you guys have been making music for years, like 10, 12 years already. I can imagine that when you start off, you take it really seriously and you really want to be something like this. And then it turns out that the things that just suddenly evolve become the biggest hits.
Yeah, it's completely what you just said. It's I'm in another band called Op Shop back home in New Zealand, and it was very much a career band, you know. So I've been in that band for near on 9-10 years now, and it was very much a name of and a career-driven type thing. Whereas this was literally us guys getting together, and we were babysitting. That's where our name comes from.
Is that really true? Because I mean, it sounds too good to be true. Actually, I mean,
it turns out it is too good. It still feels too good to be true. Actually, we were Jamie and I were babysitting for Op Shop's manager in Mount Eden in Auckland, and Selwyn and Tim, who couldn't be, he's back home still babysitting at the moment. They were looking after a kid, Tim's kid, in another part of Auckland, and we all got together and like you do, just started jamming and realised that we had something special. And never had no eye on a prize per se, but other than just to have fun, make some great music. And before we knew it, all our mates who'd come back from being out, the ones we were babysitting for, would end up hanging out and partying and said, you got to do something with these tunes. And so here we are suddenly in the Netherlands with a single and not quite an album yet. We're working on an album though. We're still having some fun with that.
But you guys have 2 singles out right now, right?
Yeah. What?
Yeah. The second one is No More. It's called No More, which is the video I was talking about. The director, and it's just kind of in the same vein of dance music, having a good time, and we shot a video with another kind of bent on the whole flashmob idea. So we've got an album worth of stuff that we play live, but it's still all sort of under construction. So we don't know when the album's out, but it'll be out.
How many songs did you write for this band actually?
Well, we all kind of make songs and then bring it in, and people kind of say, maybe we'll just let the phone answer that.
Sorry, I did not get that. Thanks, Siri. Or sorry, or whatever. God. Sorry.
Siri, answer this one.
Sorry, man, I turned that off.
I've been making songs for the band for a while.
The new album's gonna call. That's embarrassing. Oh God, that's funny.
Yeah, so it's always interesting in a collaboration. You kind of bring what you think to be a great song, and you bring it to the table and see what happens. And yeah, I mean, altogether, I think we've got probably about 20 odd songs or something, but whether or not they even make them to the album, whether or not we record songs is new songs is kind of the discussion at the moment. So yeah, I guess when it happens, and we're working on something this year, but we'll see how it goes.
Do you guys have actually plans to conquer the world at all, or is it just one big joke and you see where it ends?
I don't think it's so much as a joke, but we also don't have plans to conquer the world. I mean, we're seeing where it goes, and the energy of the song's great, and it's kind of leading the way. But I mean, if it happens that around the world people really get into our music and they like it, then we're more than happy to go over there and play some songs. And
don't you think it's cynical that there's a possibility that this song will become way bigger than all the serious quote unquote music you ever did?
Cynical. Or ironic. Yeah, it is kind of beautifully ironic, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's great. And even if I look at my own career, call it that, just my own, the way I've looked at music and sometimes got really intense about what I'm trying to get across. And, and I think about how I wrote the lyrics personally for this one in the space of about half an hour while these guys were writing another song in the other room, and I was just like, yeah, this is choice, and I just like wrote the lyrics down and just really got into the moment of it. It's a beautiful ironic joke that this song could do really well and create that atmosphere for the people, because we were just talking earlier about how it's this co-creation that you have, live, especially live, people really feel it and they really start to it becomes a song that you're singing together.
When I didn't hear your music first and somebody told me what you guys were about, they were like, well, it's like LMFAO, but the music's better.
Very cool.
Yeah, you think that's cool?
Yeah, I reckon that's great. I mean, I actually, the other band I was talking about, Op Shop, the one that I'm in New Zealand, as part of our career goals and everything, we actually ended up in LA and doing an expo playing at the House of Blues. And yeah, it was real cool. But I only just worked out a couple of months ago that the band that opened for us was LMFAO.
No way.
Yeah, and it was really crazy because the guys, I think it was all a big ruse because there was a bit of chatter about the fact that one of these guys had been in hospital but he really wanted to play the gig, so they brought him in on the gurney and they stuck him on the side of the stage, and then he got up and sung on the gurney and did his thing, and then they pushed him out on the gurney afterwards as well. And it turns out, I still to this day don't know if he was sick. He certainly didn't look sick. He looked like he was going off and having a great time, who knows what, but it's pretty cool to hear that one of the perceptions out there might be that they like our music per se better to them. And I don't know, I think the things that are similar is really that's just a lot of fun and not taking it too seriously. Other than the fun, you got to take the fun seriously.
Hey, you guys are playing 4 small gigs in Holland right now. Probably also maybe the best gigs that you can have, because I know all those places and they're really cool, and they're not too big, and the crowds will be you'll probably pack them. It must be weird for you guys to play these small venues again, right?
Oh, not at all.
You played Paradiso.
Yeah, but that was, there was 12 other artists. It wasn't.
But still.
So it's great fun playing big venues, and it's great fun playing small venues. But no, mate, we're back home. We like 3 weeks ago we played a 80 people venue, I think it is, where they have all New Zealand Music Month. We have a whole month for New Zealand music. They have a different act every night, and those venues, those nights can be some of the most magical nights, eh? So no, I wouldn't judge it or even consider it to be strange. It's just always fun.
Do people actually know the dances?
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people actually come along and just in the front row dancing away, and we're like, cool. So we start dancing with them, and it just becomes a big dance-off.
Who comes up with the dances, actually? Because there are like videos all over the web. This is how you can dance to this song. This is how you should dance to that song.
People do it, actually? Yeah, the first one we had a choreographer who helped come up with that one for Everything's Gonna Be Alright. And our second video was done by a mysterious dancer that may have been in the band but probably isn't the DJ.